We have come that the blind may see, not in the way they do it within Pentecostalism, but we have come to impart knowledge and reason. We start this very evening by looking at the very laughable, I say laughable broadcast by Jubril Aminu El Sudani impersonating Buhari. People say we should. I said to them, we cannot leave this very topic. We cannot. That is our way into the destruction of the zoo. We can't abandon it. Not today, not tomorrow, not ever. Because we are alive. The whole world knows we are alive. We are interactive. I can read some of your comments. Odokunwa Biafra is with us. Michael the Great Nwata is with us. Aguyi Biafra is with us. Ernest Orakwe is with us. The whole of the world is listening, I assure you. That the truth may prevail. That the liars of iniquity, the workers of darkness may be put to shame. They said Jubril did a broadcast. It was touted as a live broadcast, but due to our perseverance, due to our persistence, it is now very clear to the whole world that they were lying. Now it is clear to the whole world that the zoo is lying. They have always been lying to you. They have been deceiving you. But because of our tenacity, because of our never say die attitude, because of our dedication, because of our resoluteness, ordinary people are now beginning to ask questions. How come we cannot see him? You claim you are the president, but we cannot see you. What type of president are you? I serve the wonderful people of Biafra. I am live and direct. I need no introduction. And Biafrans can watch me live and direct all over the world. But the man you claim is an Asorok that most people foolishly call Buhari, that very man cannot speak to you, cannot talk to you, cannot conduct a simple press conference as all other heads of states are doing all over the world. Cannot take questions from the journalists. Instead of the journalists to be asking those in Asorok, who is that thing there? They are busy phoning my house in the village and asking my younger brother if I am alive or not. BBC Igbo, BBC Igbo, BBC Igbo. The same BBC cannot ask Garba Shehu if that man with a hole in the neck is Buhari or not. They cannot ask Asorok if that thing there on a bleaching cream, and I am sure the reason why he accepted this very condition to come to the zoo, maybe he must have seen Chris Oyakilome of Christ Embassy, the way he's very light, when I shine Nebuke. He said, let me go there. And I'm sure maybe he said, get me the cream that Chris is using. I want to use it. All of a sudden, Jubril is light and yellow. Overnight. He wants to look like Chris Oyakilome. He wants to look like the pastor of Christ Embassy. All of a sudden, he's light. BBC cannot ask Asorok, why is this man all of a sudden very light? Nobody's asking questions. But they had the gut and the temerity to call Isiama Faruku, the land that derived its name from Biafra itself, to ask very foolish question. I am live and I'm direct. And I'm telling you that anybody who has any brain in their skull will see that the last recording of Jubril al-Sudani was not done live. He has not entered the zoo yet, I can assure you. I know the Air Force base that they took them to where they were quarantined. They are still in South Africa. If South Africa will let them come through, I do not know. They have been lying to all of you. And the reason why Yoruba media have not picked up on this very critical point, how should I say, of national survival, is that they are lying to themselves. They want to deceive you because of Tinubu in 2023. Yoruba is hoping to produce the presidency, and because of that, mass deception is allowed. Lying is allowed. deceiving people is allowed. And these are newspapers and publications and TV houses that swore an oath to uphold the integrity of journalism. All that is gone. All of that is gone. Political expediency. They want the presidency. But unfortunately for them, people no longer buy oil. People no longer buy oil, and because of that, they are gone. They are finished. Nobody wants the useless presidency. It's now like a poisoned chalice. And now what is happening? What is happening is that people continue to allow themselves to be deceived. Here, we cannot allow that to happen. They cover up the truth. They cover up the truth. That is why Nigerian media is always at the forefront of alleged killing, alleged police massacre, alleged army massacre. They cover up their own truth. They cannot speak the truth, and they will use their deception to leverage the government to get money. If not for Dave Umahi, would we have known that governors pay Nigerian Union of Journalists? Would we have known that every state government pay the NUJ in that state? Would we have known that the zoo pay NUJ, Nigerian Union of Journalists, the same way they brought over the judges, like I told you? If not for Dave Umahi of Ebonyi, the governor of Ebonyi State, would we have known that they pay money every month to Nigerian Union of Journalists? We wouldn't have known. There is no way we would have known. But now it's very clear. Of course, I do concede that some of them have remained independent. I do concede, of course, that some of them have remained very objective and will report rather objectively. I'm not saying that every journalist is bad, heaven forbid. I'm not saying that every publication house is bad. That's not what I'm saying. There are some people, those of them in channels, television, and a few other places, who have made it a habit to lie and to deceive you. When people are dying in their hundreds in Kano, instead of them to come out and say that people are dead, they're saying it's not malaria. Yesterday it was meningitis. Before that it was Lassa fever. Because you are living in a society where the culture is to lie and to deceive. That is what is happening to you. That is why you are blind. That is why you cannot see. And that is why we have come, that the truth may prevail. Aso Rock is empty. And anybody who doesn't know that by now is mad. If you don't know that Aso Rock is empty, you are insane. You are insane. In the middle of a pandemic, there is no president-only recorded speech. In the middle of a pandemic, there is no vice president. In the middle of the pandemic, nobody from the government can stand and take questions from journalists apart from an ordinary secretary. You think that things are okay. That is how to run a country. You're telling me that such a society is capable of producing intellectuals. Of course, we know that Aisha Buhari has taken temporary charge of Aso Rock. That was why she sent 18 lorry load of rice to Kano. She is temporarily in charge. There is still power tussle going on as to who will be the new de facto president of the issue. These are the things you ought to know. These are the things that we're bringing to your knowledge and to your attention. That there is nobody inside Aso Rock. I told you that boy cannot speak. That was what I told you. He cannot talk. He cannot grant any live interview. He cannot even be recorded speaking. I said that to you. You doubted me. If that boy in Aso Rock is Jubril, for instance, don't you think they would have done this recording of theirs 2 days ago live inside Aso Rock? I told you they have no access to the office of the president. I told you that the biometric is that of Abba Kyari, not even of Jubril. I told you that. Some of you are doubting me. Today, why can't they broadcast from inside Aso Rock? It was because I chastised them. That was why they took a picture of one of the offices and used it as a background to deceive you. I told you that the zoo is gone, that the zoo has crumbled. Some did not believe, but I believe by now your eyes are beginning to open and you are beginning to see what we are saying. They cover up the truth, and when you speak the truth, they come for you. They try to kill you. They try to suppress the truth. That is what they do. That is why they create all these diversionary tactics with Yoruba media. That's what they do.